We're in this very cool and cute and colorful space because we are playing a game called Fall Guys, which Joe Walsh and his teammates at Mediatonic have built for us. Devolver is bringing us this game, and it's crazy fun. Congratulations. Yeah. Where did the idea come from for this title?
Yeah, so this is something that we've been working on for a while, and we were looking at different ways that we could bring really exciting, meaningful co-op experiences, was kind of where we started, and we were looking at PvE, large-scale multiplayer stuff. And then we were watching, I mean, all of us at Mediatonic watched all these game shows as kids, like Takeshi's Castle or MXC or Total Wipeout, things like that. And we just thought, oh my god, no one's ever made the world's biggest game show. So what would that look like if you set an entire universe that all they did, they just ran game shows all day. The characters in the game are just like tailor-made to fail and fall over. And that was where we started.
So tell us how the progression, how do you win in this game show?
So in Fall Guys, the way it works is you matchmake, you find you're up to 100 people, and then we go through round after round after round of elimination. And each one of those rounds is going to get you to do something completely different. Some of them might be like a straight run to the finish line through like fake doors, things like that. Some of them might be different variations of tag or trying to run away from AI-controlled opponents. Finally, once we whittle them down to maybe a dozen players, you've got one mad dash up the finish line to grab the golden crown at the end. Whoever grabs that crown, they win a whole bunch of currency that they can spend customizing their Fall Guy. But what we also want to do is when that person match makes again, they've got the crown above their head, and everybody else who's playing is like, they know that you just won.
That's the target.
People are going to be out to get you, and they're not letting you win twice.
You made everything kind of soft and squishy and cushy, so like there's no pain in these Fall Guys. Was that on purpose?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We talked a lot about how we want these Fall Guys to feel, and we really want them to be full of enthusiasm. Every time they get hit, you know, they fall over, they get back up again, and making everything out of like soft play materials is a big part of that. We kind of see them as somewhere between football mascot and soft, squidgy stress ball, and send them flying across the level, and they don't bleed, they don't get dismembered. It's kind of a bit more wholesome, a bit more pure.
Yeah, even the spiky balls and the big mallets seem to be coated in some kind of substance, some soft, plushy substance.
Yeah, exactly, like vinyl or plastic and things like that.
That's great. So was it a prototype that you started with, or was it a design document and everybody just go make that? How did you start this?
Yeah, so the first thing we did is we basically went and watched all of these TV shows, and we just recorded GIFs of like the most amazing ragdoll impacts that we could find, and we just compiled them all until we looked at it enough. Then we went away and we built like a huge spreadsheet of round ideas just to see like, are there enough things that we could do with this game? And once we kind of had those two things in, we started prototyping. We had kind of local 4-player multiplayer going to begin with. And then we've just been building it out there now. Like the demo we're running is all online. We're doing huge 60, 70 people playtests in the office, so we're full steam ahead.
And you're going to get up to 100 people, so it will be a true battle royale game show.
Yeah, we're shooting for 100. Like we still got a couple things to figure out there, but that's the target we're going for.
How many levels are you going to try to create for us in the game?
We're shooting to launch with like dozens of levels. Like I think 30 or 40 is kind of our ballpark figure.
Yep.
What we really want to do is, you know, once the game is launched, that's definitely not the end of the content flow. We want to be releasing levels ideally like monthly in big packs. So over time, the variety of stuff just gets like bigger and bigger and bigger. And you know, after a year, 2 years after launch, we've got like 100 levels or something. So when you press find game, you just have like absolutely no idea what you're going to be subjected to over the course of the game.
That sounds wild. Talk about the customization that you can have with these characters. Is everybody kind of shaped the same? Everybody looks the same in this early build right now. Is that the idea?
Yeah, I think it's really important that every single character has kind of the same hitbox. We're definitely going to be customizing them and let you put stupid hats on them and weird characters and costumes and animal costumes.
Will those go flying off if they get hit?
Yeah, we're definitely looking at that at the moment. We think it's important that there's no advantage to wearing, you know, a certain outfit or a disadvantage. We want people to be able to customize to their heart's content without affecting the gameplay. But in terms of the sheer variety, we want to push it as far as we can.
Can I get a Pig's Head Hotline Miami Fall Guy? Can that happen?
It's funny you should ask. We're looking into that at the moment for the prototype. Feels like a perfect fit.
And this is as far from Hotline Miami as you could possibly get. Is that the mindset at Mediatonic? Are you guys trying to make stuff that's incredibly accessible and maybe not hyper-violent like Hotline Miami?
Yeah, I think that's been in the DNA of the game to the beginning. Like Saturday morning game shows are something that were watched by us when we were kids, and that's something that we want to channel through into the gameplay. We want the controls to be as accessible as possible. Like we've got like 3 buttons at the moment, and that's something we want anybody to be able to pick up and play this game, pass it around between your friends and stuff like that. We don't want high barrier entry, high skill ceiling. We want you to be able to play for a long time and eke out those like little extra seconds in all the levels and stuff like that.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
And we only have about 6 or 7 months or so.
Yeah, I think roughly about that, and then we'll be out and live.